Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. I'm trying out this format again. It may get a little wobbly if I bop it, but we're gonna give it a shot. So today I have, what messages do you need to hear right now? What are your messages from your guides? I have 3 piles, as you can see. A funny story is that my daughter, she's 10, she has her own little YouTube channel that she shares videos with her friends. And she did a pick a card and she was like, Mom, what are the names of these stones? Like, she's more professional than I am. So again, I don't know the name, but we have a blue stone. This is Amazonite. I know that. I don't even know if that's focusing. And, oh, I looked this up. Was it Lepidolite? I looked it up for her. Anyway, so you have your 3 piles. You can make your selection, taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Following your intuition, and obviously if we're connecting with your guides are going to help you. If you don't know who your guides are, not a problem. They're still there. We'll still connect with them. I'll meet you at your pile. Pile number 1, it's time for your reading. Let's see what messages you have from your guides. So first off, we have Sisters of Harmony. Okay. So are you a ballet dancer? There's something about a ballet dancer. Okay. Artemis. And the word I got when this came out was clockwork. Monk's Hood. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we have the card Monk's Hood. I'm just going to move these out of the way. So clarity of vision is what I'm getting from that one. The Star. Blankets and bracelets and bonnets and scarves. And the tarot, we have 4 of Pentacles. And I'm getting a strong energy of blame from this card. The 10 of Pentacles. The place where you feel stuck is sometimes the place that you call home. The Ace of Wands. A cold card for a new winning. And the 8 of Pentacles. Clarity drives a hardworking plow. All right. So it's difficult to harmonize all of these messages. I would say that I have, obviously, because this is a pick a card, there's a number of guides coming through. I will start with the Sisters of Harmony. And I'm hearing the name Claire. Something needs to be delivered to you. And there's a choir. And a calm solitude that you feel when you're singing in harmony with others. There's almost this feeling of ecstasy, and the star here really supports it. This feeling of ecstasy that is sometimes denied to you. I'm getting that there's a very strong, like with this base of pentacles down here, there's this like strong, heavy draw downward. Like you're pulled, I'm feeling it, you're pulled down into the practical, down into the grounded, almost too far. And there's this feeling of ecstasy up here that's sort of dancing and lighting the way. There were a number of words that came up with this. When I channel, I won't necessarily remember the things that I've said, so forgive me if you're like, yeah, you said this. I am not going to remember. So, monk's head. Just give me a moment to see what this message is. Maybe with some more cohesion. So I'm getting that when you speak with a tremendous amount of clarity and concision. If concision is a word. And there's this lyrical note in your voice that needs to be struck or that needs to be tapped into. Like dance, like choir, like singing. What has been binding you to the ground? For some, I'm really getting very strongly this message of like overcompensating. What are you overcompensating for? Let me see if I can channel anything. You never make the piper pay. That's the only thing that I'm getting. So there's this guidance of like, I know this is kind of scattered, it's coming from all angles. There's this guidance of getting people to take responsibility for themselves. You overcompensate for people, you overfunction, you like maybe there was someone that was irresponsible in your past, and so you felt that you had to be the functional one, and because of that, some things have gone by the wayside. So some things that you have this like clear directive, you have this really functional sort of material experience, but there's this dance in this song that's not being expressed. I wonder if we can dig into the doors and see. Let's get a door for you. Pile number 1. Jude's song. Yeah, again with songs, singing, dancing. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. I really feel like this fits. It's like what the answers that you're looking for right now are not where you think they will be. So if you are typically someone who makes a lot of choices intellectually, and I'm really getting that you are, this is going to be found in your intuitive place, in your creative place, and by unlocking your creativity. I'm not sure that you are that creativity necessarily comes easily to you, but I can see that you're involved in things that are creative. You're around creative people, and so this like there is an ascent toward the creative. So maybe you've already felt this call, this draw. There's a stream of self-doubt. Yeah, again, intuition. Simple, complex words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way it feels. Using your intuition. I'm going to turn these over so you can see the doors, because that might be significant for you. I feel like it is. It's interesting. They're both very churchy, heavy doors. So this is not a light lesson that you're learning here. Deeper. You are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on, hold on. What a great message. Again with this door. I feel for some of you especially, these are doors that they're very emblematic of specific doors you're going to pass through. So perhaps you go to visit a church, or you are walking down the street and you think something and then you see a door that's similar to this. Like there will be an experience of doors that look similar to this, or maybe in dreams or journey work or visions. Or if you do journey work, perhaps you take these into memory and you venture through those doors. You're holding on to something really tightly because it feels like fulfillment to you. And with this beautiful Ace of Wands energy coming in, it's like it's charging things up, but I'm really feeling that you're uncomfortable with a lot of fire energy, that the fire energy surging up, you're not quite sure how to communicate it. So there's a blockage in the throat chakra when it comes to expressing the solar plexus energy. And solar plexus energy is usually like creativity, really, it's like it is the ego, so it is the self, and it is very like a solar masculine energy. Forget me not, remembrance, memories, and the past hold the key. Yeah, like I feel like this is something that you really, it is being pulled up from the past. It's something that, again, you connected with something in your past, and coming back to it is going to help. And then we have this card, interesting, health. Focus on all parts to make the whole. So what is not part of your balanced practice at this time? I am making the assumption with most of my videos that the people who are coming here, the people who are drawn here, are people who have an already established practice to some extent. If not, and you're interested, please reach out to me. Let me know. I do one-on-one sessions. Not to advertise or anything, but like if you're genuinely looking for some help with that, I can help you, potentially, if you feel called to that. But with this health, I'm not getting that it's specifically about health. It's the key is to focus on all parts to make the whole. So you're reminded that intellect and money and all of these things are tools that can be used in various different ways, I think, is what is trying to come through generally for everyone in this pile. So everyone's got their own sort of little message, but the main like overall message is that these tools that you already have, how can you use them differently? How can you tap into your creativity? Potentially, what is genuine to you? What is the self that you have forgotten? What's going on here with this forgotten? I actually want to take a look at the book for the monkshood, because I do not know enough about monkshood, and maybe you do. Maybe this is why it's come up for you, that it's a significance plant for you. This book is weird. It's not organized in the way that you would think. Oh, wolfsbane. Okay. Both beautiful and dangerous. Due to monkshood, highly poisonous nature, this herb has underworld associations, is sacred to Hecate, and historically has been used for invocations. The herb's bee drawing flowers, which resemble the heads of hooded and cloaked figures, along with its tall stature, give a guardian-like feeling to the plant. This visual similarity may feed into the lore that monkshood will warn people when danger is near, though it is deadly being itself. So there's some level of secrecy. I'm really getting like hiding, actually, and like concealing. Forget me not, concealing behind these doors. Like behind these doors is this light. Behind the throat chakra is this light. Like all of this blue is sort of a hood or a cover for this vibrant solar energy. How are you expressing the masculine in yourself as well? I think I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you found this interesting. Leave a comment down below and let me know how it resonated, and we'll see you soon. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Let's see what your guides have in store for you. If you see on my hands, it's winter here in Canada, so there's a lot of dry patches on my skin. All right, awakening. Whew. Okay, so already I'm feeling a really strong bound sensation, but also the comment I made about my body is about my interesting, okay? Body issues, about my skin. I feel very self-conscious about my appearance right now. And so this energy is what's coming through. So I feel that you are on the verge of having a breakthrough when it comes to your self-image, your body image, or maybe it's the way that you see your talents and abilities. I don't think you're enjoying this process very much. And witch's brew. You know that crash diets and fads and over exercising and under eating and anything that is unhealthy for you. You know this. You understand this. You cannot simply just take a pill. You cannot simply take an easy path. Could be addictions here as well. This has been a long time coming, and you're coming through into a new stage with this. But I'm feeling like so much resistance. It's almost like you know when you're coming up to a stop sign, or at least here, I don't know what it's like in other places, but here in Canada, when you're coming up to a stop sign, they like put divots in the pavement to like slow the car down, and it makes that like weird noise on the tires. It's kind of like that. Forest. A cleanse of morning dew. So I'm really getting, when you wake up in the morning, drink water. I know that's advice that is fairly typical, but this is big advice for you. And I'm also getting, I'm hearing the word magnesium. So whatever that means to you. Salt baths. Epsom salt baths with cedar. This is how you cleanse yourself. You're picking up on energies of people that are like you as well. So with this empathic energy, you're picking up on feelings of self-consciousness, or interesting because I was feeling it too. So we're all connecting to this like net, this web of that feeling. I'm really drawn to the fact that the lines here go straight up and down and the lines here are circular, that there's both at work here, that this is both a linear path and a circular path, because you're dealing with cycles of awakening here. But the path is not an instant fix. It's something that it's like slow and steady. Like I'm getting like a Knight of Pentacles energy here. Let's take a look at the tarot cards. The Moon. The Hierophant. Whoa. Justice. Yeah, cycles being broken. It's like there's a tradition. I mean, culturally there is strength. This is all major arcana. Okay, this is not a small cycle. I think I said this already. This is a big, big thing for you. So if you have gender dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, you know, perhaps you've struggled with eating disorders, addictions, whatever this is something you developed young. This is something that is deeply embedded inside of yourself. And there is a lot of pain that comes, and a lot of unfairness, and a lot of struggle that comes through the breaking of this cycle. And through all of that, you develop this strength. It's almost like you feel like you're lying to yourself when you tell yourself nice things. Or like, you know, when you're getting advice for this issue, it feels like what people are saying is very... You're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, like, sure, right? I'm beautiful too. Yeah, self-care. Okay. I do feel like literally forest bathing, but also like plant baths, surrounding yourself in green. There is something that to do with your awakening that there's no shortcut for. And at this point, taking a shortcut doesn't even make sense because you've been at this for so long. Like, why would you take a shortcut when you've already put in so much work? Let's get some doors for you. Child number 2. Be kind to yourself. And I know that that's like, it's one thing to say it, and it's another to like feel it and put it into practice, but do it for me. I don't know if that's motivational. Who are you? All right, the Sacred Lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. I feel like this is you seeing this in yourself. I feel like this is you seeing your strength. I feel this is you seeing the reflective quality. And this reflective quality really speaks to how this is not only felt by yourself, but like you could think of this as if you're a mother, your daughter is picking up on this way of thinking or behavior, your friends, it's like contagious. And so as you switch yourself over, you have this magical ability to influence the people around you, to lead the people around you in the things that you have suffered with, in the injustices you've experienced. You have the ability to inspire others. What else do we have? What other door? Oh, hello. 2 popped out. Let's get those off the floor because everything goes on the floor for me. Like I'm a victim of it. I'm a erratic shuffler. Okay, I'm going to leave the doors up so that you can look at them. So we have this one, the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Yes. Like you owning your body, you owning yourself, like who you are, your true being is just going to unlock doors for other people. You can see my hands like wildly gesturing in the shadows. So you know I mean it. And a stranger's grace. This is about the interconnectedness. I'm already feeling this. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So if you met with someone and they said something to you and it really stuck, this could be, or that you could be meeting this person. And I'm really getting, though, don't underestimate yourself as this stranger, as this person who can from afar inspire more people than you know. Yeah, I think that's, nope, I'm going to get a few more cards. I was going to leave you, and then I'm like, nope, it's not time yet. All right, desire, 2 of rose. Be certain of where you place your passion. So this to me really is the message of, you know, how you speak about yourself, how you know, if you say with conviction, I am this or I am that, and it is in the negative, it's going to resonate out. It's going to echo out and through, as she wildly gestures again, throughout this sort of collective or whoever's connected to you. Cyclamen, resignation, say goodbye to what you no longer need. And what is it that you no longer need? What self-belief? What dialogue do you no longer need? So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what messages we have for you. Sorry, I had to have a sip of my tea. I made it at the beginning, forgot about it, and now it's cold. Woohoo! All right, it's cold tea. Does that ring through for you? Let me know down below in the comments. Caradwen. I always say Saradwen, and I said it properly this time. All right, this is a goddess of the hearth, but of the cauldron of wisdom. And with the snowflakes. There's something about blanketing yourself in a layer of coldness and maybe making yourself unapproachable. Oh, with the sun. Wow. Madame Soleil. Madame Soleil. My French accent is terrible. Mind you, technically we learn Quebecois here in Canada. Okay, so I've mentioned Canada like 3 times today. I don't know what's going on with me. We have the ash tree. There is absolutely deep divination in this pile. And peacock. What is going on with you? Pile number 3. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. 5 of Swords. The Emperor. Taking your place. Judgment. And the 4 of Swords. These cards fit together, which is kind of beautiful and amazing and cool. So let's pull these down so that these go together. Okay. All right, so I'm really getting that screw the bureaucracy. You are taking your throne. You are stepping into this space of ambiguity. This is an F it kind of moment. I don't know if I can swear on YouTube. I probably can. I'll just do it. This is a fuck it moment. You are okay. So you're here, but you're tired and you're weary, and it seems like there are all these little details, but what you have is an abundance of creativity coming from both your solar and your lunar aspects. So your masculine and feminine are both represented here very strongly. Remember that the colorful peacock is the masculine. The ash tree is the tree of life. Its roots grow as deep as its branches extend. And so because of that, it is not only ascending, but it is into like the spirit realm above, but it also digs deep into the earth, into the underworld, and into the world of ancestors. So drawing on both crown and root, drawing on both sacral and solar plexus. You have a balance of all of these energies, and that's why you're feeling this like strong push to step out. But there's still these like little annoying things to get through. But look how insignificant and small they are in comparison to the energy here. Taking the throne, going straight for it, getting in there. And in this balance of past, present, and future, I just feel so much balance here. I feel like you don't even need a reading in a lot of ways. I mean, it's probably affirming to hear this or whatever, but I just feel like you already know this. You already feel this. You can tell. Like it's other people can tell, not people that aren't even spiritual can tell. There's no division between your spiritual self and yourself anymore. You've integrated that. You're using your body, mind, and spirit. You're integrated. Your doors have fallen on the floor, so I will gather them. And then we will see what advice they have for you. Forgive and forget. This may be one of the details. A ritual cleansing of pain, lies, arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. You know, whoever this is about or whatever has happened in your past, you're not even in the same story anymore. And you probably feel this way. It may have been that you found yourself in competition with certain people, or you were getting sucked into, like you felt compelled to compete, and now like you're just not even in the same spot. You're not even in the same place. So hummingbird song, nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the doors as well. I recommended to a previous pile that they journey through these doors. So maybe taking note now what they look like, if any of them call to you. I'm also noticing that you don't have doors, you have thresholds so far. So let's see if we get a third one. The cards had to make me wrong. Here we go. A cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. I really feel this choosing boldly here and here, living deliberately. And this is sort of like where you get tangled. You get tangled in certain conflicts. This could be petty arguments, or it could be like just administrative things, like you have to go to the passport office 5 different times to get the passport to go on the trip. I mean, that doesn't apply right now because of COVID, but if you're watching this at a different time, it might. The other thing I'm getting is this, all of this expansion, this like passage through into this, the unknown, the abyss, like you have understood that you cannot control things, but it comes from rest. So if you haven't rested yet, you will. That's what's coming. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. And here's our third door. So we actually have a door with the light coming through. And I'm going to get a few more cards. So while I'm shuffling, maybe you study one of these doors or thresholds to journey through later if you have a journeying practice. If not, let me know down below and I can recommend some things for you. I also, sorry, I lost a card. I also book private sessions where I guide people through journeys. So if you're interested in that, the information is also down below. Okay, I'm literally climbing under the table. Got it. Ha! I hope it's worth it. What is this? Heliconia, realization. The answer is here. Take heed. Yeah, it's like you've arrived. You've arrived. I feel like you're asking a question that you already know the answer to. Why are you asking the question? That's a great question. Compassion, tread a little more tenderly. Maybe that's why you're asking the question. Are you self-critical, pile number 3? Though you may be lit by the sun, you don't see it. A lot of fire energy here. Steam and mist are going to be important for you. I'm just getting that. And being out in the snow, in the quiet, in the snow. I feel drawn to pull another card for you. Clarity, bright paths of understanding will open. And they will open for you. It looks like it's progressing. So you've had the clarity. There's a few more stages to go before the next stage will be moving away from something. So you're going to move away from something that isn't for you. You're going to discover some information that changes your course. I feel like this process is going to be fairly rapid. So if you know this about yourself, that you've come to a place in your practice where your lessons and your shadow work and that sort of thing is fairly rapid, then you'll know what I'm talking about, that this is a cycle that you're going to go through in the next couple weeks, honestly, from when you're watching this video. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.